Welcome back to Eagle Park as the Greenwood Eagles facing up against the Pickens Blue Flame. Thank you for joining us here on YouTube. Graham Simpson with you. Jim Still, J.R. Stone will be joining us a little bit later. As Pickens in their all-gray uniforms. Greenwood in the yellow tops and the pinstripe white bottoms. One of the best combinations they put together all season long. Luke Godwin getting the start today on the mound. Game one of the series on this Tuesday afternoon. We're 2 minutes early. 6:28 first pitch is fouled away just outside the bag at first.
And Graham, good to have you back. Tonight's first pitch is brought to you by Carter Collision Center, located at 3901 US 25 in Hodges. Stop by for a free quote today or call 864-374-7848. It's your choice. Choose smarter. Call Carter. We're very appreciative of our sponsors.
We sure are. Maddox Freeman is at the plate for Pickens. He's the second baseman batting first. Here's Godwin from the wine. Oh, that nearly hit him and did. It ran inside on the fastball for Luke Godwin, and taking the free base is Freeman. And they hit the first batter of the game. Does Luke Godwin. Here comes the big third baseman, Landon Howell.
Now batting number 15, Landon Howell.
We've seen Luke Godwin come into first innings, be a little antsy, a little too amped up, and now once he gets settled in, he becomes totally different pitcher.
You're right. He's a little bit of a Red Bull player, if that makes any sense.
Gets a strike there on the pullback bunt from Howell.
Super hype before games, and sometimes he does need to be settled down just a little bit, but never want to hit the first batter of the ball game.
Luke's a pit fighter. He didn't get really amped up till he gets a little blood in his mouth. And he's shown that he can push through full games, you know, once he gets on the roll.
Yeah, we've seen him with some great performances on the mound already. Had a great performance at the plate last week. That's a great bunt down by Howell. It'll advance the runner Freeman over to second. There's one away here in the first.
Man, that was a great bunt by that young man right on the first base line. And good job by Luke Hanna getting out.
Number 3, shortstop, Owen
Yeah,
Reeves.
good job by the backstop, Luke Hanna. Seen him improve defensively over the course of the season. Came in as a raw catching talent. Now he's starting to put some things together. Here's Owen Reeves, the shortstop. One out, runner in scoring position here in the first for Pickens. And an excuse-me swing on the first pitch. It's going to be a ground ball to first. Setzler is there and steps on the pillow himself. Now there's two away and a runner 90 feet from home plate for Pickens.
Up to bat, number 21, first baseman, Jaden Ferguson.
Good play that time by Bentley Setzler. In case you have not been following us, Bentley's been pressed into action after an injury to Jaden Adams, which forced Landon Steele out the center field and put Bentley at first. He's done a great job.
Ferguson first pitch swinging right into the ground, a foul ball. We've seen Pickens swing at a lot of first pitches against Luke Godwin. I believe they swung the bat on every single first pitch of an at-bat.
I think you're right. I tell you what, I'm most grateful this week since we've been to the 3-game format. Last year we went to Pickens twice. That's a long haul to do twice during the week, and they're doing it to us this week or this year.
Yeah,
Definitely a long ride
it
way
is.
up there.
So far you go past Easley High School. That's the worst part.
Yeah.
It is out there.
It
Beautiful school, beautiful location. It's just a haul.
High
Swing and a
winds.
miss. How about that? Luke Godwin strands the runner at third. Eagles will have a scoreless top of the first. They'll come to the plate when we come back as you're watching the Greenwood Eagles on YouTube.
Fans, your
Back at Eagle Park, don't strike out. Jump start into your career at the premier life skills school in Greenwood County. That would be the G. Frank Russell Technology Center, where your future awaits you today. Don't forget, Surrender Cobra says, go Eagles. Find the next Surrender Cobra show by going to their website, surrendercobraband.com. And American Legion Baseball is back. Not too far from tryouts. Post-20 baseball will be in action this summer. Tryouts begin in mid-May, and you can catch all the action at Legion Stadium here in Greenwood. For more information, contact the man himself, Todd Vines, at 864-407-8876.
Check out those sweet new uniforms.
They look good. We mentioned it the other night.
Yep.
Nice little duds. I saw the home uniform.
Up to bat for your Eagles, center fielder
They're selling some
number 1,
T-shirts, some green ones
Steele.
and some white ones.
How about a band member of Surrender Cobra, Whit Smith, part of a region-winning Greenwood High boys tennis team?
Absolutely. I saw that last night. Congratulations to Coach Howard Green and crew.
Landon still fouls away the first pitch he sees from Ben Reeves, who's the starter on the mound for Pickens. Where's the number 7? It's a pretty lanky guy out there, facing the lefty Landon Still, who's trying to turn it on, especially with the injuries now to Greenwood. He's been good all season long, but chance to really bring that up a notch and put the team on his back.
Yeah, and it's much needed. He led off with a home run our last home game, and he's in the hole here.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Backdoor slider got him. And on 3 pitches, Landon Still's retired.
Now batting for your Eagles, shortstop number 4.
Yeah,
Ryan
not a good
Stone.
at bat there. Just seemed to be out of focus and let the good pitches go and swung at the bad ones.
3-pitch combo right there was very effective. The change up second pitch kind of fooled Landon, then the slider ran in.
How about that? Ryan Stone down the hole, a hit to left field. So the Eagles get on the board, the first hit of the ball game. It's courtesy of the
Now
new
batting for your
shortstop,
Eagles,
Ryan Stone.
Pitcher number 2, Luke Godwin.
Pitcher trying to get ahead to try to sneak a fastball, and Ryan jumped on it, hit it right in the hole. Good job right there.
Here's Luke Godwin. Got a good start in the top of the first inning on the mound. Swings at the first pitch, loops it to left, and it is caught. Standing there was the left fielder, Brett Batson, and this could be 2. But instead, the exchange to first is not in time. Stone able to dive back in. Playing shallow was Batson, and it worked out for him.
Well,
He's two away.
he's playing shallow on a short porch too out there, so they had a legitimate chance. Good job by Ryan of recognizing that and scrambling back, but just an unfortunate break. I like the aggressiveness from Luke Godwin. Let's keep it up.
Chamberlain takes one in the dirt. He's now in the 4 hole with the injuries. Had a ton of success batting 5th in the order. You can tell that Coach Baker has the utmost trust in his right fielder.
This guy's really turned the bat on. He has made me proud this year. Standing there hitting, doing a good job.
Stone took off and swiped the bag. He's now standing at second, so a chance for Chamberlain to try and drive him in. 2 away in the bottom of the first, still no score here from Eagle Park.
Yeah, it's really nice to have a kid like Marnarian to come on out his senior year, and he's a really good athlete, but he was backing up Tristan at quarterback, but he's found his little niche on this team, and it came at a really good time.
He took the 3-0 right down the middle. Finally a strike call for Reeves. 2 away, 3 balls and a strike.
Good job by Ryan doing his job right here, getting a hit, stealing the base, taking the pitcher off, doing a good job out there for the senior.
Chamberlain, ground ball to second. It's going to be gloved by Freeman. The flip over to first in time. As both teams strand a runner in the first inning. No score as we head to the second. You're watching on YouTube from Eagle Park.
number 4.
Top of the second inning, 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Blue Flame. Greenwood and Pickens, no score through 1 inning. Luke Godwin gave up a hit by pitch on the first batter, saw a sac bunt, and then retired the next 2 after that. So see if he can continue the momentum on the mound. First pitch down and away. Graham Simpson, Jim Still, J.R. Stone with you on YouTube. Action-packed week for the Eagles. Dropped one yesterday in West Side. 6-3 the final score against the Rams. Trying to levy back some of that juice here tonight against Pickens. Here's the 1-1. And he paints the corner. It's 1-2.
All we need is a little confidence out of Luke and get him kicking them steps, and you can see him kind of kick in.
1-2 to Preston Scott. Swing and a miss. He chased some high heat. Godwin blew it right by him, and that's his second strikeout.
Now batting number 10 center fielder Griffin Duncan.
Big time pitch there from Godwin. Good one with 2 strikes as well.
Yeah, I don't think, nothing against Pickens, but I don't think they'll be able to handle Luke if he's got his A game here tonight. And much like Greenwood ran into a really quality arm last night up in Anderson. Thought Scott pitched really well for the Rams.
They were a different team last night than we faced earlier in the year. They held a lot of confidence there. The first baseman was pretty impressive. He did his job and got them on the board quick and then extended the lead with him. So, you know, that guy also made a great catch over his head going down the line that saved him in some runs. So, kudos to them. They showed a little zeal last night.
Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss by Griffin Duncan. Now it's 2-2. Westside's been playing some good ball recently. They also picked up a win against Easley as well.
And they pushed Easley to, elimination or to the brink in another game. So they could have easily been 2-1 against Easley, and Easley's in first place in the region. And with the loss last night, Greenwood essentially has been eliminated for any chance for a region championship. But they still have a lot to fight for. Most notably, you want to finish second in the region so you can get some home playoff games.
There's another strikeout there from Luke Godwin. That's his 3rd of the night. It was on a full count against Griffin Duncan. And now here's the left fielder, Brett Batson.
I like to see Luke just rear back and throw the ball tonight. I don't, just pick and choose kind of when to mix in the off-speed, but I don't think they can handle his fastball.
Batson shows bunt, pulls back. It was right down the middle for strike 1. Jim Batson might sound familiar. He's led Pickens in points per game this year.
Yeah.
On the basketball court. Swing and a miss at the 0-1, now 0-2.
Now, is he would he be the son of the straight coach at Clemson, the Batson?
Maybe, but it's a
Coach
strikeout the side inning for Luke Godwin.
Or maybe his uncle or something.
Great 3-pitch combo.
Got to get the family tree out somewhere.
Sure, it's got to be.
I know the Godwin family tree.
All 25 of them.
3 strikeouts in the inning for Luke Godwin. He has 4 Ks on the afternoon as Greenwood will come to the plate when we come back. The Eagles
Now
threatened
batting
but
for your
did not
Eagles,
score in
catcher
the
number
first.
9,
Now
Luke
it's Luke Hanna,
Hanna.
Will Bice, and Bentley Setzler who will come to the plate. 2 up in the bottom of the second inning. Still no score between Pickens and Greenwood. At Eagle Park, the first of 3 between these teams this week. And a first pitch strike hauled in from Ben Reeves on the mound.
83 degrees.
Feels good.
Just a slight
great.
breeze.
Perfect baseball weather.
I could be striking the golf ball right now.
The first of 3 this week with Pickens, and I think this is a week, we were talking about it just a few moments ago, that coming off prom week or weekend, and you're playing a team you're heavily favored over, and this is a week where the seniors have got to take ownership and really kind of guide this team through, and just make sure you're taking care of business internally. And that's what you want as a coach. You want your seniors to kind of take over and provide any motivation you may need against a team like this.
2-2 goes all the way to the backstop via the catcher's mitt. Will Bice, who is on the on-deck circle, has to come behind home plate to come and grab the loose ball. Now it's a full count to Luke Hanna. The pitch from Reeves. Hanna, a shot to left field. That is deep, and it is gone. Solo shot from Hanna to break the tie.
It's been coming. It's been a slow progression, but Luke's a strong kid, and it's good to see him get that bat going, and he's starting to play with a lot of confidence.
20,
He dropped the bat
Bice.
head there. And it has given Greenwood a 1-0 lead. Speaking of home run power, here's Will Bice. He's got a handful of them on the year.
Good point. That kid is very strong. He works hard in the weight room. He does a good job.
He's naturally
And
strong.
if he just gets his eye on it and connects, it's got a good chance of leaving the short porch.
Bice fouls that one away, so it's a ball and a strike.
May have heard his parents behind us. They were very proud. Michael and Kim, Hannah, working in the concession stand tonight.
Bice takes upstairs.
Yeah, Mom's happy back there.
Oh, yeah.
Double thumbs.
Good to see. Good to see.
That one
Heads up.
coming back our way goes over our heads. Foul ball from Bice. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The only strikes in this AB have come from foul balls. So after giving up the home run, see how Ben Reeves can respond. Had a good first inning. Some good pitch mix, but now Greenwood's starting to see the ball a bit better. The 2-2 for ball 3.
As a hitter, this guy really shows you the ball early. He spins it out behind you. You can pick it up and time him real well. It just takes a couple times and you'll be smashing him.
Bice smashes that, but it's foul. Reeves tried the inside. Bice got the hands in a little too quick. And a new baseball is going to be given to our home plate umpire.
I was just saying JR's on hot dog number 4 over there.
That's a lie. I've ate half my burger, you big lie. I don't really like hot dogs. They okay. But,
I know. I have to be in the mood for hot dogs. I like a good old chili dog.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just Rough House hot dog.
Mm.
You can't get one better than that. And if it's not that one, I don't want it.
What's the place in 96 that has them too? It's pretty good.
Saxon's is good in Abbeville. I'm going to shout
Yeah.
out to them, too.
3 balls, 2 strikes to Bice. Whoa. Ball 4.
That one slipped, don't you think?
Yeah. And Bice will take the bag at first.
Watch out. Ball's a little slippery. This new Pearl has got some juice
Now
on it.
batting for your
Yeah.
Eagles, first baseman number 11.
It's on
Bentley
autopilot.
Setzler.
Yeah, he's giving her a rub down now. He better spit on it.
Here's Bentley Setzler. Whoa, let's do it again.
Keep that ball in there till Luke goes back in there.
Yeah, I think he's probably getting a little perspiration on his hand and having some trouble with the grip right now.
It's a brand new baseball. And
He's asking for another ball. Wisely.
Gotta rub your hand in the dirt.
So, fans, if you would like to see a hot dog eating contest after the game on Friday night, put it in the comment box, and we might can get something going with JR. And
I'm telling you, I'm not the one to play with because
one of the players
I eat
after
one.
the game.
Taking off his bites, he's at third, takes a turn and stops there. So after a couple wild pitches in a row, Eagles have a runner 90 feet away. Hot dog eating contest, something I'd be interested in.
You would be interested in
I
that.
can mow down some hot
think
dogs.
JR and
How many?
Graham.
I'm telling you, I'll eat one and I'll be done. One or two.
Just soak the bun and
Yeah, I'm out.
I'm not soaking the bun. I'm eating them ethically.
there's a method to the madness. Boy, we're getting off the tracks quick tonight, aren't we?
Let's talk about Masters for a minute.
I think the people want to see OG in the hot dog eating contest.
Yeah, I agree.
3 O's in there for a strike against Setzler.
What's the over/under on OG?
Oof.
8?
I don't know.
I don't know.
7,
I'll say
8.
5.
Yeah. Depends the size of the hot dog.
I don't know. You starve him out a couple days, he's liable to.
Oh.
Well, we got a rundown for Will Bice. Still running to second is Setzler. Was Bice safe?
He was.
He was. Got the slide in under the tag, and with that ground ball to third base, we have runners at second and third, and still nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning.
The catcher did not run Bice back to the bag and plate the play. He kind of just stayed at home, which kept Bice from scoring ultimately, but did not get an out there.
Right. Let's talk about what Bice did well before we get into what he didn't do well. You don't want to see your senior doing that, but he did a really good job, as you mentioned, JR. Once the catcher didn't run him back, he knew he could get back to third. He didn't dance around, try to stay in the pickle, and got back. But you do not want to see that out of a senior. A ball hit the third, you can't get that far off the bag with no outs.
Yeah, that's true.
Still nobody out for Caden Poore, and a good job by Bentley to keep running. He's all the way at second base. So 2 in scoring position for Caden Poore.
Good pitch right here to hit. If Poore's ready, this would be a great one to hit.
2 balls, 1 strike. Here it is. Downstairs, 3-1.
Eagles could really jump on top right here and do some damage with a good hit by the senior Poore.
No batting gloves. Ground ball left side. Great glove
play
by Landon Howell, the third baseman. The throw pops out of the catcher's mitt. Will Bice scores. Advancing to second is Caden Poore. 90 feet away is Setzler. And Pickens, who had 50% of that defensive play, looked majestic. And the easy part, with the throw a little too high, plates a run for Greenwood, and still nobody out in the inning.
Pickens kind of not taking care of the ball here. A couple wild pitches and not getting us out on an easy ground ball to third, and kind of gives him a chance to put some runs up.
Nice play by Howell. Good throw gets Bice there.
It's Christopher Smith.
Definitely.
Yeah, good throw. Ball was high.
Bice did the right thing. The ball was so much in the hole, it'd make a great play to get.
Oh, yeah. He definitely did the right thing going.
Which the ball got there a lot quicker than I thought it would.
Yeah. Still nobody out. 9th hitter in the order is Boogie Smith, and he's ahead, or he's behind, 1 and 2 after that.
We got to
Pitch
give
upstairs.
Heath and Katie a shout out. They're down there watching their daughter.
Smith on the ground at third. Howell
Pressing.
bare
Oh,
hands
my
it,
goodness.
throws it to his catcher, and again it's offline. And again, the Eagles score a run. Bentley Setzler head first slide.
I have never seen that in my years.
Now batting for your Eagles, center fielder number 1,
Is this-
Landon
The
Steele.
ball took a
Goodness
crazy
gracious.
hop, and he just barehands it with his throwing hand, comes home.
Eagles have now scored 3 times in the inning. And again, Landon Howell had a fantastic play to get to the ball, and then couldn't make the throw to home. Get his catcher, and the lineup card will flip over. Landon Still will face Ben Reeves for the second time. Reeves was able to get him out on 3 pitches his last time up. I believe they're checking on the hand of the third baseman, Howe, after he just received the ball to his right hand. That's his non-glove hand.
And he spiked one in the home plate. Throwing it home.
I want to go back. I was talking about Christopher's parents, Heath and Charlotte. Katie's their daughter that plays softball down at Francis Marion. They're giving rings tonight, a little ring ceremony. They won the conference championship last year. They're getting those rings tonight, so
Congratulations.
Shout out.
The Patriots down in Florence.
Man, they got a good softball program.
Landon Still takes above the letters for ball 1. They've got great athletic complexes down in Francis Marion as well.
And the Buckies.
They do have a Bucky's close by. Still fouls that one away. It's now a ball and a strike.
They say the exit to get off that place is a zoo.
I'll tell you a story. I was going down to watch my son Lowndes play this summer. He's playing in South Florida, and there's a Bucky's right at Daytona Beach exit. It took me 15 minutes to get back on the interstate after I got off. It was on a Saturday night.
Still into right field towards the corner. That is a fair ball all the way to the wall to score at least a run. Here comes another one. Smith will score without a throw. A 2-run double for Landon Still. It is 5-0 Eagles.
Now batting for
Good swing by Landon.
Number 4, Ryan Stone.
Had a double last night and another one tonight. He's starting to heat up as well. A lot of these Eagles are starting to heat up.
Senior Ryan Stone 1-for-1 coming into this at bat. So he can trade places with Landon Steele right here.
I anticipate a lot of offensive production next few nights. Oh,
Still took off. The throw was there. The tag was not applied. And now Landon Still's at third base. Still nobody out. It's 5-0 Greenwood.
We squeeze him right here, we still hit.
no, we're still hitting.
Let's hit.
One out or no outs.
Yeah,
outs.
nobody out. Infield is in for Ryan Stone. Pops that one up to shallow center.
That's trouble.
Nobody's there, and it is going to drop harmlessly. Taking off as Landon Still. The throw did not come in time, and then good heads-up base running from Ryan Stone as he goes to second base, and it is all Greenwood here in the second inning. 6 runs have scored, still nobody out.
Now batting for your Eagles, pitcher number 2.
Yeah, great effort by the shortstop.
Godwin.
He tried to make the basket catch there, just couldn't quite come up with it. And heads up base running by Ryan Stone, and give him credit, man. He's finding a way to get barrel on the ball. He's 2 for 2.
2 for 2, finding it.
Yep.
And now Luke Godwin trying to get in on the party. First pitch in the dirt. Last summer when the Ashboro Zookeepers played the Florence Flamingos, all we heard about the car ride up there was the Bucky's trip. Cared more about that than the game we had to play.
I know, right?
Should have seen the Bucky's workers when it's already jam-packed and then you got a full roster of college baseball players walking in.
I tell you what, it doesn't faze them. It doesn't faze. Do you see some of the salaries they
Yeah.
have? Like,
Yeah.
you pumping gas and
Ground ball to the shortstop. That's Owen Reeves. Throw off line to first. And the poor defense continues for the Blue Flame.
you can be a store manager and make 6
for your
digits.
Eagles, number 5, right fielder Marnarian Chamberlain.
Made some killer beaver nuggets, though.
I'll tell you what, the barbecue
Yep.
is really good.
Is it just that good, or is
Courtesy
it
runner
just
for your
that
Eagles,
cool of
number
an
15,
experience to walk
Riley
into
Latham.
something like that where it's just a buffet, it's right on the way to the beach? You know,
It's both. It's
I
both.
think it's just
but
both, right?
The
It's not
barbecue's good.
like, would
The
you,
brisket and the pork and the fried apple pie. Oh my goodness! You gonna make a road trip?
you're a Bucky, dude.
You're a connoisseur. You're
I just-
Marnarian Chamberlain.
Spend a lot of time on the road.
Tell you, Terrence Carter seems like he'd be a Bucky's guy.
I think Terrence Carter is
Yeah.
Coach Carter. I want to get him on the basketball court.
Swing and a miss from Chamberlain.
Ryan is really being a menace on these bases. They have been picking and throwing at him the whole time.
And they threw down a third, and Luke Godwin swiped second base. So 2 in scoring position for Punkin. 6-0 Greenwood. Nobody out so far in the inning. It's a foul ball there. It's 1-2.
Very anxious. Chamberlain up there, really ahead of the swing. Really needs to sit back and wait on the pitch. Been red hot as of late.
Wild pitch taken off is Stone. He'll get there with ease. Godwin now at third. 7-0 Greenwood. All 7 runs have come with nobody out in the bottom of the second inning.
Stone with a little bit of the Wells Gunner look with the open jersey. That was fashionable a few years ago when y'all remember Wells played here.
For sure. He's playing shortstop now, so he's got to change something up. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Punkin Chamberlain. Godwin at third.
It's trouble.
Popped up right field. Fair ball down the line. Excuse me, that's Latham who's going to score from third, running for Godwin. A little bloop single for Greenwood. Everything has gone their way, and they've plated 8 runs in the second. Nobody out, and they have successfully batted around. Luke Hanna had a solo homer to lead off the inning, what seems like forever ago, and now he's coming back to the plate, and there is still nobody out.
Uncharacteristic play from Pickens here. He's a little bit more tighter in defense. And I'm sure they're going to have a talk about it.
I think this is the second mound visit, so this will be a pitch and change here.
So Reeves will exit stage right. A new outfielder will come into the game for Pickens. And see if there's any movement here in this dugout, which is on the first base side. So a couple changes for the Blue Flame will be made. We'll tell you about them when we come back, as Greenwood has jolted out to an 8-run lead. Nobody out still in the bottom of the second. Stay with us on YouTube.
Now pitching for the Blue
Pitch and
Flame,
change made
number
by
10,
the
Griffin.
Blue Flame. Don't forget the call to the mound is brought to you by the Coach's Chair. If you love college football and baseball, you need to stay caught up on all the happenings in the SEC and the ACC on the most listened to sports podcast in the Lakelands. Join the coach and pull up a chair on the Coach's Chair.
Here's Luke Hanna. He led off the inning with a solo home run to left field. And the Eagles have batted around, and there's still nobody out in the inning. So 8 runs have scored since Luke Hanna had his home run. Now it's a 1-0 count facing the new pitcher on the mound, which is Griffin Duncan, who previously was in center field. So he's going to give way for Ben Reeves, who had a second inning to forget. 2-0 pitch, runner takes off, and Chamberlain will get to second without a throw.
Going back to your point, Graham, baseball's a funny game. The starting pitcher for Pickens only faced 4 batters the first inning, and then he gives up the home run, and he can't find an out in the second, and Greenwood sent a plethora of batters up since then. Ooh.
Pitch a strike in there to Luke Hanna on a 3-0. Now 3 balls and a strike. Got some comments. Braylon Barber chiming in. So he's cheering us on from Hilton Head.
Does he want in this? Well, no, I heard he's doing an intern down there at Sea Pines for the Heritage. I was wondering if he maybe wanted to get in on
the hot dog.
On the hot dog.
Robbie says, I beat y'all, my limit is 20. So I'm assuming he's talking about some hot dogs.
Probably who?
Just says Robbie.
Just Robbie.
And then Charlotte Smith watching from Francis Marion University. Thank you for joining us as Luke Hanna looks at strike 3.
Charlotte, I apologize for getting your name wrong earlier. I called her Katie, which I'm sure she didn't mind.
Yeah.
Now
That's her
Eagles,
lovely daughter.
Will Bice.
Great softball player down there at Francis Marion.
Good athlete.
It's Katie, Katie Smith.
Chamberlain at second base, Will Bice at the plate for the second time in the inning. Luke Hanna led off the inning with a home run, and now he's the only out after a backwards K.
Maybe Charlotte can get Heath to participate in that hot dog eating contest.
Gonna need some competition. Swing and a miss there from Bice.
We're going to promote this thing. We're going to get people out to the ballpark. And
Well, if OG does it,
have a
I'm
coach.
I'm going to feel bad if you
have
have
a
to
member
give
of
away
our
back.
broadcast team, which I think, Graham, you've kind of taken the horn there.
I
Maybe
mean,
a school
do I have to pay to
official.
enter? What are we doing?
Well,
See, if I can get some free hot
figure it
dogs, I'm
out.
going to get some free hot dogs. There's no way around it.
get a concession stand member. I think we need to get Allie Godwin out there. Or Tim.
2 balls, 2 strikes here to Bice. That's in the dirt. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Still 1 out just in the inning, or in the second here from Eagle Park. 8-0 Greenwood.
That's good.
It was the Anderson Brothers Invitational. Where at? Anderson Bank Brothers Invitational in Florence.
Okay.
Ground ball to short. Charging and throwing is Reeves. It is offline. Ferguson could not pick it from first. Chamberlain will round third, score easily. And into second base is Will Bice. The defense has not been the best from Pickens, and it's a huge reason why Greenwood has a 9-run lead in this game.
Now batting for your Eagles.
Bice
first
reaches
baseman
base
number
for the
11,
second time
Bentley
in the
Setzler.
game. Throw is off the line from Owen Reeves. That's an E6.
Hey, did a great job putting the ball in play, and that's what you got to do. Just hit it hard. Good job by Will.
Here's Bentley Setzler. Takes a strike on the corner.
I was telling someone the other night, just really proud of Bentley. This young man kind of waited his turn and has taken advantage of the opportunity due to an injury to get on the field, and he's ran with it. I'm really proud of him.
He has. He's done a great job starting some of these games. Just thrust it into the lineup. And when his name's been called on, he's delivered. Already with a fielder's choice. Earlier in this inning, came around to score a run. Just like 8 other of his teammates.
And he's playing a position that's really hard.
Popped up right side, high in the air.
Out of
Nobody's
play.
going to get to it out of play.
But there's so much involved in playing first base. You got your bunt coverages. You got your you got to hold the runners on. You got to communicate with your other infielders, and he's got a lot of things going on, man. And he's really done a good job with limited reps over there. He'll continue to get better.
2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch from Duncan. A little slip on the curve, and it's a full count with 1 out to Bentley Setzler. Whoa, yanked it all the way to the backstop. At third base now is Bice. Runners on the corners with Bentley at first. And here comes Caden Poor.
Now batting for your Eagles, second baseman number 3, Caden Poor.
By real time now, we're pushing about a half an hour in this bottom half of the inning. Only 1 out.
Very sloppy play by Pickens.
I mean, if you're an outfielder, you got to be getting real antsy. Standing out there, 80-plus degree weather.
It's tough. These kids aren't throwing balls on purpose. They're trying to throw strikes, but it's hard to stay engaged. That's why guys love Greg Maddox and pitchers that work quickly. Those strikes. They love playing behind those guys. You don't want a pitcher who's throwing over to first every other pitch. And
Yeah. They have been in the grass for a while now.
Yeah, he turned his shoulders right there.
Yeah.
I was wondering if he was going to get him. I wasn't going to say anything, but, yeah, that was definitely a balk.
A balk against Pickens. That's the 10th run of the game. 10-0 Greenwood in the second inning. Still just 1 out.
good crowd here has trickled in, as always.
We've got some soccer going on today around the complex.
I want to use this time to congratulate our golf team that played down in Florence. Some of the best teams in the state. They finished top 4. I think they finished 4th. So congratulations to Coach Chip Witt, who I had the pleasure of working with. And he's done a great job, as always, with his golf team. I think we had a top 10 individual finish, and I believe it's Adam Knox. And
Shot a 67.
67 yesterday. I think he had
A double eagle on a par 5.
Oh, he had a
Wow.
double eagle, an albatross.
He holed
There
it.
you go.
That's a double eagle, yeah.
Hits the second shot in on a par 5,
A
yeah.
2 on a par 5 is
3 under on 1 hole, yeah.
Wow.
and wow, that is
Caden
a home
Poor
run.
to left,
Nope.
not deep enough. It's going to stay in the park for the second out. Just got it underneath it. Speaking of the golf team, I think there's no better person for the hot dog eating contest than Mr. Josh Brown.
I agree.
Good guy.
Josh was just talking to us. He's back,
Yeah.
and you know, the kid's been at a golf tournament in Florence. He's out here supporting the baseball
Yeah.
team. I think he definitely
Great
needs to
kid.
be.
Yep.
Comes from a good
He needs to
family.
be in that hot
Chris
dog
and-
eating contest.
For sure.
Yeah, good family there. Congratulations on him getting that scholarship to play golf.
That's right. How rare is an albatross? I mean, that's even more
Yeah.
rare than a hole-in-one.
It is. I've seen 3 hole-in-ones in my life with mine, and I've seen 1 albatross from 250. That was the legend Bruce Williams at the Cedar Springs, #1.
Cedar Springs,
250 and
number
dunked it.
1. Get out. I remember the old
Bruce
Cedar Springs.
Williams.
Sparkies.
Sparkies. The Donkey Trail.
The Donkey Trail. So, JR, did you say you have 3 hole-in-ones?
No, I have seen them.
Oh, you've seen
I
them.
have 1 in Myrtle Beach,
I've
but
yet to have one.
On the
had one on the
pickleball
golf-
court too
I
much.
know.
I'm surprised the pickleball player knew what an albatross was, honestly.
I was a golfer before I
he was
became a
actually
There you
an
go.
pickleball player.
ambidextrous
He was-
golfer,
yeah.
right and lefty, huh?
Yeah.
Has Landon got any hole-in-ones? I'm sure he's got a few in his day.
Landon has not.
Okay.
Landon is he's a really good golfer and played on the golf team for a while and probably could have went a long way with it, but chose baseball instead. He makes me mad. He went out the other day and I think shot 78
Gosh.
just in the middle of baseball season. These kids today, though, they just hit it so far with the equipment and how limber they are.
Yeah.
I mean, they crush it.
It's going to be a good skill for Landon to have to win some money for his college teammates.
That's right. down at ULM, the
Yeah.
golf practice facility is right adjacent to the baseball stadium.
Go hit the range a couple times. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Boogie. Here's the pitch from Duncan. Swing and a miss. That'll end the inning that we thought would never end. 10 runs put up by Greenwood in the bottom of the 2nd inning. We'll head to the 3rd. Eagles up double digits. Stay with us from Eagle Park. Here's Luke Godwin on the mound. Swing and a miss in the first pitch to Braden Smith, who is getting his first at-bat in the game about 50 minutes into action. And he's seen 2 straight strikes. That one popped out of Luke Hanna's mitt, still called by our home plate umpire. Godwin gives Hanna a smile. Now with a 10-run cushion.
Now, but how tough is it to be in that dugout for, 30 minutes? He went down to the bullpen to try to get loose, but didn't seem to bother him.
5 straight strikeouts.
Didn't seem to bother him.
Here's J.B. Newman, the DH, batting 9th in the order.
I remember playing these guys last year, and they were a very scrappy team. JR, you may remember this as well, but they lost a lot of seniors on that team, and looks like they may have a young crew this year, but they really battled last year in our series.
They had a bunch of good bats on that team last year, and the leadership was good. They're a little quiet this year. Body language tells me everything, and when they're like hanging their head and they're okay with that inning they just had, they've had a struggle this latter part of the year.
Yeah, they're just kind of stuck out of the mix, them and Berea. It's been all about Greenville, Greenwood, West Side, and Easley. The bottom 2 teams in the region kind of just on the outside looking in all season long.
Pickens came here once last year. It was only a 7-1 ball game. I mean, they were competitive, and like I said, I just remember a lot of seniors. We went up there on senior night, the last game we played against them, and they did a little ceremony. They had probably 7 or 8 guys graduating.
Yeah, this is the last region series for Greenwood. 3-2, pitch from Godwin, swing and a miss. Make it 6 straight Ks for Luke Godwin.
What is the pitch count for Godwin right now, Jim?
And let me see here.
Maddox Freeman.
Luke's been mowing them down 2 2/3, 6 strikeouts, no walks, 30 pitches, 22 strikes.
Doing pretty well. 2 outs now in the inning.
Last inning right here.
Oh, I'm sure this would
He
be
doesn't
his
need to go over
last
35, right?
Probably the last batter.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Whatever number he needs to stay under to be able to get the quickest rest.
Back to the top of the order to Freeman. He was hit by a pitch by Godwin. And now Luke starts him off with 2 balls, 2-0.
Up 10-0, you could pull him right now and nobody be hurt.
Here's his 33rd pitch in there for a strike. Luke Godwin struck out the side in the 2nd inning. Now in the 3rd, he's got 2 Ks, 2 outs. And he's a strike away from doing the same in the 3rd inning. He struck out the last 6 batters he's faced. To left field, a base hit. And that'll probably end Godwin's night as Maddox Freeman reaches base for the 2nd time. There's only been 2 base runners for Pickens in the game. Both of them Freeman, the 2nd baseman, has put together some good ABs. And here's Landon Howell, 3rd baseman, made a couple of dazzling plays, but couldn't finish them off with some bad throws.
I feel like this guy can hit.
Real tall, powerful bat, takes a strike on the outside corner.
He's swinging about a 31-inch bat, and he's 6'3". He looks like he's going to be able to wield it.
See how long Godwin's going to stay in here. Fouled softly off the hands, and it's 0-2. Godwin's over that 35 pitch mark at this point. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Trying to bring Greenwood back to the plate in the 3rd. Into center field, Landon still is tracking. Got a great jump and makes the catch to end things in the top half of the 3rd inning. Greenwood ahead 10-0 as we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Stay with us as you're watching from Eagle Park on YouTube.
Now batting for your Eagles.
Top of the order up for the
Landon
Greenwood Eagles.
Steele.
Here's Landon Still facing Duncan. 10-0 Greenwood. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
You know, we got 10 runs, guys, but we've only got 5 hits.
Yeah, it's been a lot of.
Ryan's got 2 of them.
Landon's got 1 of them. Had a double his last time up.
Luke Hanna's got 1. Who
Luke
else?
had a home run. Marnarian had
Marnarian.
And
hit
a
over
little
and right.
blooper. So did Bentley, I believe.
Caden had 1. Christopher. No, I'm sorry.
How many walks has
Caden
they
did
given
not
up?
have 1.
How many walks have Pickens given up?
Not many, I believe. Just 1
Just
to Will
one,
Bice.
right?
Yeah.
2.
2.
One to Bentley as well.
Okay.
They seem to fall behind a lot but come back. And we've been able to attack that fastball, being behind in counts.
Here's a 3-0 pitch to Landon Still. He's swinging at it,
Just
and
like
it's a
that.
base hit into right field. Not wasting any time.
Now batting
Got
for
the
your
green
Eagles,
light,
number
and
4,
now he's
shortstop
standing at first
Ryan
base.
Stone.
2 straight hits now for the Eagles center fielder.
Back-to-back games. Landon with multiple hits. Getting him warmed up at the right time. Got to get some guys back there. Got to get Jaden back. I don't know if Matt's going to make it back, unfortunately.
On the ground, this could be 2. The turnaround to first gets away from Ferguson as it took him off the bag. So that'll erase Landon still in the base path. Stone able to get to first. Not in time was Maddox Freeman with his throw. The speed of Stone able to beat it out. There's one away. Greenwood scored all 10 of their runs in the last inning. Luke Godwin was a big part of it. Godwin has completely shut down Pickens while he's been on the mound.
He wants to get in on this hit parade, however, knowing Luke.
Duncan with a glove side miss. Luke had a great week last week at the plate. Stone takes off, throw nowhere close, and he slides in safely. 2 balls, no strikes, or 3 balls, no strikes into Luke Godwin. Godwin was named SK Media's Hitter of the Week last week. Actually, him and Will Bice had identical stats. Could have gone to either one of them.
Wow.
Probably should have shared that one then.
Stone takes off, takes another base.
Good job by the senior to being aggressive right there.
Yeah, and you may be wondering why we're running up 10, but, you know, if you get 5 runs here, you can end this game early. And I know that seems like a big ask, but in a week in which you've got 4 games, you really want to save your pitching, and I think that's probably on the forefront of the coach's mind right now.
Another point is you don't want to take your aggression from your team when we're starting to really get hot. And it's not our fault they can't stop us. It's up to you to stop us.
Chamberlain.
No, I agree. That's a good point. And
a lot of the wounds have been self-inflicted as well on Pickens' side.
So 1 out. So Scotty Scheffler did his job in Augusta. We called it last week. That was my pick.
He said it best in his thing, and it kind of got a lackluster, a little bit of a lackluster tournament, if you ask me. I mean, Scotty's so good, and everybody expected him to win. He keeps his head down and does his job, and kind of came to what it was supposed to happen. So
Latham took off. So it's throwing to center field. Ryan Stone will score. Very unorthodox.
Maybe that was a coaching move right there by Coach Pridgeon, saying just direct steal and see if we can get him to balk.
Yep. Well, it worked out with a throw into center field. So Riley Latham now at second base. He's running for the pitcher, Luke Godwin. Another run scores for Greenwood. That's 11 on the total. Still just 1 out. Punkin at the plate takes inside for ball 2. I was hoping for a Cam Smith victory. Oh, one of those live golfers that needed the world ranking points in the Masters. Ended up respectable.
There was a bunch of live players that didn't live up to the the hype.
Dustin Johnson.
I mean, Tiger come in 22nd and beat Brooks, Dustin, a bunch of good players from the live.
And look, man, don't get it twisted on Tiger. What he did was really amazing. Was that 24 straight cuts?
Yes.
With basically one ankle. And to make the cut in itself is a story. I know he didn't have the weekend, but his body just essentially gave out.
They made a mistake and had the live camera feed on him when he was behind the scenes having a moment between 9. He had to go take a bathroom break. and he had his shirt up, and he had metal rods down his spine. You could see the metal.
Wow.
I don't think they want to see it, but he was rubbing this stuff on his back and stuff and trying to make it through the round, just finishing. That's all he wanted to do was finish. Not.
Hannah pops that up. Second baseman Freeman calls everybody off to make the catch. And, of course, nobody can advance for the Eagles. That's a second out of the
Now
inning.
batting for your Eagles, third baseman number 20, Will Bice.
There comes Bice. He's reached base twice.
But going back, I just think it's a remarkable story. But, yeah, I mean, Scotty Scheffler, he's just so level-headed. Nothing gets to him. Everything is out the, he truly believes the best is yet to come for him, and he doesn't look back. I think it sets up a great tournament this weekend. A lot of these guys are playing down in Hilton Head. And
Yeah.
Scotty Scheffler will be there. Colin Morikawa.
He had a great tournament.
I think Scotty's expecting
Roy
a
McIlroy.
baby in the next couple of days, right?
Yeah, I think they said within 10 days of the Masters there. But, yeah, he's got to be close to that timeline.
That's got to be hard, to be that good at something and have that pulling at your heartstrings. It just says a lot about how they can compartmentalize.
To the backstop from the pitch by Duncan. Runners now at second and third. You got Chamberlain at second base, Latham at third. Bice trying to drive him in with 2 outs in the third inning. Bentley Setzler on deck.
When Scotty birdied 6 out of like the middle 9, I was like, it's over. They got 11 and 12, and them boys fell apart.
Yeah. But you'll have essentially the same field down at the Heritage this week.
Popped up a mile in the air to left field. Coming in is Batson at a long way, but he'll give way for Owen Reeves, the shortstop who is playing near the line.
Nice play.
As he makes the grab. Greenwood tack on one more in the third. They lead 11-0, fourth inning when we come back on YouTube. Welcome back to Eagle Park. Let you know, don't strike out. Jumpstart into your career at the Premier Life School in Greenwood County, the Russell Technology Center. Your future awaits you. Sorinda Cobra says, go Eagles. Find the next Sorinda Cobra show by going to their website, sorindacobraband.com. Fourth inning about to start. Here to take it away is Jim Still.
Luke Godwin working into the fourth inning. He's been stellar so far as he paints the plate for a strike. 11-0 in case you just join us. It's been all Eagles. They put up a 10 spot in the bottom of the second. Strike 2 call as Luke Godwin continues to do good work on the mound. Only giving up 1 hit tonight. It's got 6 punch outs to go along with that. Delivers. This one's flared out to center. Stills underneath it. He will reel it in for out number 1. So good start to the top of the fourth.
Now batting number 21, Jaden Ferguson.
Brings up the cleanup hitter, Jaden Ferguson. He's 0 for 1 tonight with a strikeout.
Landon looks really smooth out in center field.
Yeah, he's an outfielder. He got
Yep.
moved out there last summer during summer ball. And that's going to be his place. Nice pitch there inside. Get Ferguson to swing and miss. Luke deals quickly. Misses inside to even the count at 1-1 strike. Just a beautiful night here in Greenwood. This one's fouled up and out of play. 1-2 strikes. So you guys are going to make it down to the Heritage. Always a good spectator tournament. A lot different than the Masters, but it's a good setup. Always enjoyed the kind of the low-key approach there in Sea Pines.
I've played a tournament near this time in Hilton Head, down in Long Cove, and you can see all the professional golfers practicing for the Heritage. It was really cool.
1-2 pitch. Hit up. Should be playable for Bice. He comes over and makes the catch in foul territory for out number 2.
Great communication there from Bice. Very audible, saying that he was under it.
Early call indeed, and that's what you like to hear from your team.
Hilton Head is set up really nice for that golf tournament. It is a packed scene. Very crowded down there during that tournament, but the locals love it. Brings a lot of revenue in. Pretty good tournament. Harbor Town's very beautiful.
Pitch from Godwin outside for ball 1. So who we going with? We picked the Masters winner last week, which wasn't. I didn't think that was terribly difficult.
I was ready to see Homa win.
Yeah, I was saying Homa. Yeah, that's literally my pick as well.
How
for this week?
Ludwig, buddy of mine.
I didn't think Homa was ready for the spotlight.
He's been like top 3 in the last 3 majors.
I know, but he's just not quite there. He's not ready to push through.
I mean, if he doesn't get that case bounce on 12 and it doesn't get in that foliage, he don't double. I mean, he's right there. So he got unlucky on 12, which it bites a lot of people. He carried it 3 yards deep. He shouldn't have cased it. And it happens. It happened, you know, it happens every year.
How about Tommy Fleetwood this week?
I mean, he
played fairly well.
He's just never right there in the majors.
I'm talking about this week, Heritage.
Oh, this week.
Yeah, okay. This week. Different setup.
Is Adam Scott in the Heritage?
Scotty?
Adam Scott. I believe he's in the field. This one's hit out towards short. Going to be a tough play for the shortstop Stone. He can't get there. That's probably going to go down as a hit. And Ryan did a good job ranging over and dove for it.
A hit.
What about Tony Finau? Where you be now?
He kind of blew up after he made the turn. I'm not going. I can't get away from Scotty. I mean, he's on a roll.
Yeah.
So
hard to emotionally get back up after such a big win. He's such a pure ball striker. That's a good pitch by Godwin. 11-0 Eagles. We play in the top of the 4th. Lights are on at Eagle Park. Weather is cooperating tonight. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. So I believe that will be his 7th strikeout of the game. They'll end the top of the 4th frame. We're through 3.5 at Eagle Park. Your score, Greenwood 11, Pickens 0. Back on the beautiful campus of Greenwood High School. We appreciate you being with us on this Tuesday night. The Greenwood Eagles have jumped all over the Pickens Blue Flame. We have an 11-0 ball game, and we go to the bottom of the fourth. Greenwood will have a pinch hitter for Bentley Setzler. It'd be Braden Scott, and then looks like Riley Latham and Bennett Erickson. Looks like Coach is getting everybody in tonight, JR.
Yeah, you need to. These boys have worked hard and, been big parts of this program when we needed them, so they need to get their at-bats and get chances up here while we got a big lead on Pickens. It's a pretty night. Everybody's out. Just give them a chance.
All right, so here we go.
Now batting for your Eagles, number 17, Braden Scott.
Braden Scott, the big senior. First baseman, pitcher. Steps in on the right side. First pitch to him is a strike. This is Duncan, who came in for Reeves, who started the game for the Blue Flame. Swung on and missed, so good job by Duncan getting ahead on Braden Scott. Appreciate all those in Pickens County watching us tonight. They have a beautiful school up there. The 0-2 call, strike 3. So on 3 pitches, Duncan
Now batting for your Eagles,
strikes
number
out
15,
Braden Scott.
Riley Latham.
They'll bring up Riley Latham. We've seen Riley pitch in some big spots for the Eagles this year and play some infield as well. He'll stand in and swings at the first offering to him, fouls it out of play on the first base side. As the youngins scatter that way. The 0-1 outside from Duncan. 11-6-0 for the Eagles, 0-2-4 for the Blue Flame. Another ball fouled off as Duncan sticking to that fastball. Got a 1-2 count. Curveball dove in on the hands but stayed inside for ball 2. Some slap foul down the first base line. We got to give Coach Jason Burke and the Lander Bearcats some love on this broadcast. They're hot. I think they won 10 games in a row and got into the D2 rankings, and I think they play, is it Limestone tomorrow night?
That's
as
right.
Latham swings and misses. 2 strikeouts for Duncan here in the
Now batting
bottom
for
of the
your
fourth.
Eagles, number 10, Bennett Erickson.
Yeah, ranked 24th in the nation. Got a huge series win against the Bobcats at Georgia College. Put them in the driver's seat for the Peach Belt.
Absolutely. And Georgia College, I believe, was in first place.
They were. They had a share of first at the start of that series. Lander able to take it from them.
And those were tight games. I think every game was like decided in the late innings, the
And
the
how about
last third of the game.
some record breakers? Connor Droz,
Connor Droz.
career home run leader now for Lander. Still
How
just a
about that?
junior.
Had an opportunity to coach Connor on the travel team. We reached out and got a couple of Dorman kids. Connor was one of them, and Hudson Lee, who's pitching up at Wake Forest, was the other one. And man, it's so good to see Connor do great things as this ball is popped up in the infield or behind the plate here. Nice play by the catcher, and the Eagles go quietly in the bottom of the fourth. We're through 4 from Eagle Park. Your score remains Greenwood 11, Pickens 0.
And now batting for the Blue Flame.
Couple
number
of
2,
changes defensively for
Rick
Greenwood.
Batson.
New first baseman Braden Scott. Rhett Brown is now behind the plate. Bennett Erickson takes the reins in left field. And replacing Caden Poor in second base is Riley Latham. Eagles need 3 outs here in this 5th inning. Up 11 runs and be up 10 after 5. Have a run rule victory in game 1 of the series against the Blue Flame. Batson lays down a bunt right back to the mound. There's one away.
Not really
Now batting for
understanding that.
Pickens, number 9,
Down 10 or 11.
Smith.
Swing the bat, boys.
Thank you. See you on the way up 28.
Here's Braden Smith. Some of these schools I feel bad for because they can't hit up the quick trip in Greenwood now on the way back. It's on the opposite side, except Lawrence. I guess they'll hit it up.
I guess they'll hit the hot spot.
Yeah, they'll go to the hot spot. Ball on a strike. Swing and a miss. If you're just joining us, 10 runs in the 2nd inning for Greenwood, 1 in the 3rd. Went down 1, 2, 3 in the 4th, but have a chance to have a run rule victory, and they're 1 out away as Luke Godwin gets his 8th strikeout of the game.
Now batting for Pickens, designated hitter number 5, J.B. Newman.
Well, this is going to be a short night, it appears.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Grady Jarrett. I mean, not Grady Jarrett. The young man.
Gary Garrett.
Gary.
Yeah.
Who broke we were talking about the couple records that were broken this past week, and the home run was one, but the stolen base was the other. So congratulations to him.
61 career stolen bases for Gary Garrett and 26 in a season. So he broke the career stolen base record and the single season stolen base record.
Yeah, that's really cool too, because I watched that kid progress, and in order to steal bases, you got to find ways to get on base.
Yeah.
And he's done that much better this year. He deserves all the accolades he's getting. So a lot of good things going on with Lander baseball.
0-2 for Godwin. Called strike 3, got him looking. 9 Ks for Luke Godwin, and Pickens only went through their order twice.
And that's your ball game.
Dominating performance by the Greenwood Eagles. Good job by Luke Godwin and a bunch of those seniors
Your varsity
tonight.
Eagles will return back to Eagle Park.
For
Friday
Greenwood,
night,
it's got to
6:30
feel like a
against
statement.
Pickens.
You lose a couple guys to injury, lost last night in a region matchup against Westside, and you come here against Pickens at home, set the record straight.
Man, set the record straight. I know last night was tough and it kind of eliminated you from the region play, but this team is resilient, and they show that tonight. And making short order of Pickens is not an easy thing to do against anyone, but it's big, especially this week when you're playing 4. You get to rest a little bit, kick back, and get off the field and get away from baseball for a few hours. And let's get ready to go up there on Thursday and get a big road win.
Luke Hanna got the party started with a solo shot to lead off the 2nd inning. After that, seems like the hits were contagious for the Eagles.
Yeah, he started a big 10-run 2nd inning, and that was really the bulk of the damage as we were watching those kids do the backflips. And I hear OG's got to do the worm. Oh, no, he's doing the round off. But, yeah, Luke Hanna really got it started. We talked about, this might be a night that the seniors need to step up and really show some senior leadership. And, I thought maybe early on we might be a little emotionally flat for this game, but, it was Luke Hanna who kind of got it going. In the 2nd, Ryan Stone had a good game. That's a senior who showed some leadership tonight, and it just kind of continued up and down the lineup.
How about Luke Godwin?
Luke just continues to impress, and what amazes me, and I watched Luke play, Landon and Luke play on the same summer league team, and if you're looking for just a gritty baseball player, Luke's your guy. I mean, I just, I don't understand why more coaches aren't on him, and but he is a baseball player, and very versatile. So it doesn't surprise me anything Luke Godwin does.
He'll get the final line for Luke Godwin tonight on the mound.
Absolutely. He went the entire 5 innings tonight, only gave up 2 hits, 9 strikeouts. He did it all on 63 pitches, 47 strikes, and he faced 18 batters. And
Wow.
Big win for Luke Godwin.
Final thoughts, JR.
Good game, Eagles. It was bounced back, and looking forward to another big game Thursday.
We'll be with you again on Friday with the same Pickens team. We highly doubt we're going to have internet tomorrow.
Probably not.
And
Thursday night.
Yeah, Thursday night.
But
excuse
Appreciate
me.
y'all listening
That's right.
tonight.
Yeah.
Yes, appreciate you guys joining us. Appreciate all the comments we got. Great to be back here at Eagle Park.
Man, great to have you back,
Yeah.
Graham.
Thank
I know
you.
you stepped aside for a little bit, and, we're glad you're back and looking forward to it.
Yeah, had tons of fun.
Finishing off the year on a strong note and bringing you, at least at home, bringing you a quality product. And we do apologize. We gotta get our road woes figured out. We need some.
We're a home team.
Yeah, we're a home team right now. But thank you, fans. I know we kind of spoiled you the last couple of years, and we love it. We love bringing you Greenwood baseball.
That'll do it from Eagle Park. Eagles 11, Blue Flame nothing. Game 2 tomorrow, as we'll be back with Game 3 back here at home in Greenwood. We'll see you guys next time. For Jim Still, J.R. Stone, I'm Graham Simpson signing off from Greenwood, South Carolina. Y'all have a great evening.